Bread Tuck Route, Bread Tuck Gang forever. Still on chapter 2. Just finished chapter 2 of SUZE ORMAN'S action plan on chapter 2 was on credit. Let's go, man. So check this out, man. If your credit is just jacked up and you're trying to file bankruptcy, she said make sure that's the last resort. But with bankruptcy, know this. When you file bankruptcy, the government cannot go after your Roth IRA or go after your IRA period, or they can't go after your 401k. So at least those are protected. Anything else, they can get their bread from you. What else? If you're trying to negotiate with a credit card company to just pay a lump sum and be done with it, make sure you got that bread. The example she gave is if you owe $20,000, that credit card company, they may ask you for 10 and they want cash. They're going to want that cash, man. And that will jack up your FICO score. So your credit card, your credit score will go down. Now, also check this out, man. She said, don't mess with those credit card, those, companies that want to come in and help you resolve your debt. Don't mess with them. They're going to want 10% of what you owe. And then once they quote unquote settle it, they're going to want another 10%. And then not only that, they don't tell you that that's going to jack up your FICO score. And not only that, you may be responsible that your income tax may take a hit, you know, for years to come, or for that year. Your income tax check that you so depend on may take a hit. Oh, and let me go back to that lump sum. When you pay that lump sum, when you owe $20,000, but the credit card company tells you, man, pay me 10 and get up out my way, you will be taxed on that. They're going to send you a 1099 and you will be taxed on that. Now watch this. SUZE ORMAN'S says if you want to get your credit score up, these are a couple of things you need to pay attention to. Pay your bills on time. That accounts for 35% of your credit score. She says reduce what you owe, which is obvious, but that accounts for 30% of what you owe. Hold on to cards with long credit history. So if you had a card for like 10 years, man, hold on to that and make sure that takes priority over your other cards. Make sure that one's in great standing. What else? And that accounts for 15%. Limit your credit credit applications. Don't just be just getting up. You know, if you're going to get a car loan, if you're going to get a car loan, don't apply for a credit card the night before. Kind of mucho, take it easy a little bit, man. What else? And it says don't sweat your mix of credit. So if you have a home, loan, you have a car loan, and you have some credit loans, don't be all right. She says that's a good thing. Let's see. And those last two account for 10% of that, man. This book is heat. I'm not going to lie to you. And she says make sure that bankruptcy is your last resort, because that's going to hurt your FICO score. What else, man? And she says that these credit card agencies, if you ain't paid on a credit card in 5 years, you know, sometimes your debt gets sold to other companies. Other companies will call you to try to collect that debt. You may not even really be responsible for that debt anymore because they jacked you up. But sometimes these debt collection agencies are just going to call you to see if they can get something up off you. Now, when they call you, send them a letter saying, hey, man, look, I don't know about this, but if I owe this, send me proof that I owe it. And if they don't call you back, or if they don't respond back in 30 days, they cannot continue to harass you. And she said that they cannot put that on your credit report. And also, the last one, if you got credit card people calling you and harassing you, they cannot call you before 8 a.m. and they can't call you after 9 a.m. That is against that, after 9 p.m. excuse me. At 9 a.m. they could call you, but before 8 a.m. and after 9 p.m. that is against the law. But y'all know what it is, man. SUZE ORMAN'S action plan. I'm gonna start on chapter 3 tomorrow.